Life is up, life is down, while it's always. All that it feels good to have a friend like you. Mm-hmm. How you remind me to have a friend like you. To have a friend like you. All that is good to have a friend like you. shit. Okay, let's see. What up, y'all? What up, man? I was I ain't on shit, man. I was trying to get things together because I got a guy I know that was he dropping a podcast tomorrow, and I had been was supposed to connect with him to try to do some recordings for so that both he and I could benefit from it. You know, he had content as well as I, and but I've been busy as hell today, man. I had to finish up. I had to replace the pipes in my basement and shit because I had a pipe burst and shit like a month ago and shit. The one that leads out to my front yard, and so haven't been able to water the grass and use my power washer up there. So I need to get that fixed. I basically got it fixed, but I still need to throw a couple screws in there to stabilize it. And then I don't know about you guys, but I always saw it when I was growing up. The first time I ever saw copper pipes used, I would always see the condensation sleeves on them, as well as things to hold them in place. So naturally, I want the same thing on mine, especially because the line that's leading to the front yard. That's not something that I should really be worrying about aesthetic, because I think my wife and I, once I'm finished with doing it, I think we just gonna put an enclosure around it anyway, because I just don't like exposed pipes, especially water pipes, man. You ever touch a motherfucking copper hot water pipe, man? That should take your motherfucking skin off. So I would just prefer to have all that stuff enclosed off. I got so much dead skin and calluses and shit I be getting and shit. I love when I get calluses though. It just let me know I've been working. A callus to me mean, goddamn it, you earned your day. You earned today's breath. When my hands start getting soft, because my hands have started getting soft because I hadn't really been working with them lately, I feel like a bitch. I'm straight up though. But yeah, so I had hit my guy up right now. That's what I was doing. I was messaging him to let him know, like, my bad. I know he probably salty at me because I had to reschedule with this dude so many times. I know a lot of folks be like, man, this nigga shady as fuck, man. He bogus. And I swear to God to all of y'all, any and everybody listening, when I make plans with y'all, I promise I'm doing my best to keep them. Doing my best to keep them. It's just that, number one, my household, my family, my seeds, and all that shit is always gonna come first before anybody or anything, including this. That's why I'll be working on something and I'll just drop that shit at the drop of a hat. If my kids come to it and shit, man, I know everybody ain't like that. Everybody got their own beliefs and opinions and everything. And I'm just one of those, man. Okay, I grew up without my mother and father. And so I have a lifetime of PTSD and trauma and experiences of a child who grew up without a mother and a father. I won't say without a mother and a father, because I had a father. I had my grandfather. But that's something, the whole point is I didn't grow up with my mother and father and shit. And I think that forces me to, kind of have a different outlook on life. That's why I'm so aggressive and shit when it comes to like single motherhood and shit, because I know how harmful and detrimental it is. My biological dad left my mother and me, I should say, for another woman. So my mother was a single mother who ended up getting a boyfriend, who evidently wasn't too fond of her motherfucking baby. And that motherfucker burnt me up. 100% too. Burnt me up and shit, man. I had to get recircumcised, man. I had to go through all this trauma, learn how to walk again, all this shit, man. My whole motherfucking body was burned up, man. I don't remember it, thank God. But my relatives, shit, I know all the stories and shit, man. They say I just be laid out because my grandmother had to take care of me because they took me from my mother, obviously. That's why I didn't grow up with my mother or my father. You know, I was a state baby, a ward of the state. And my grandparents became my legal guardians. But shit, just three damn near 4 years later, you know, my grandmother ended up dying and shit through medical malpractice. But I don't want to get into all of that shit. The point I was trying to make is the point that I was trying to make about how I just my family is the most important thing to me. Period. A whole lot of folks say everybody say that shit, but don't nobody really show that shit. I'm that motherfucker. I don't give a fuck about how successful I personally ever am. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Me, I'm on the back burner. You know what I mean? Excuse me 1 second. I'm like, yeah, and that's why my wife is such a wonderful woman because she has that same mindset. That's really why, I mean, we are husband and wife. That's how we both kind of look at, we both kind of had the same outlook on parenting, which is, you know, if you're a parent, the children are first, period. That's your future. They didn't ask to come into this world. You did. You did this. So this is your responsibility. But yeah, so I was hitting my guy up and shit to see, like I said, I was trying to see if he wanted to jump on the live to try to, you know, put out some feelers and shit like that. So, but either he ain't seen the message or he might be mad, or he maybe he ain't seen the message, or he probably just like, man, fuck that shit. He might be busy or tired, so who knows? But that's what I've been on. Fuck is that doing?